What's up, guys? Scooch back here for another video. Today we're going to be talking about the 5 things that I hate about my STI. Wasn't exactly easy to come up with these. I do love this car, but I did come up with a few. Quick reminder, be sure to subscribe to the channel, click that bell notification so you get the alerts when I'm uploading. I upload every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern time, and I got a lot of cool content coming up the next couple weeks. My buddy Nick's Gladiator, he's going to be doing some stuff on, as well as my buddy Mike has a 1,000 horsepower Shelby Cobra. So that's going to be coming up pretty soon. I'm actually meeting up with him this coming Saturday. So be on the lookout for those. And yeah, be sure to like, comment. Let me know if there's anything you want to see in the videos. I'll definitely try to put them in there. But yeah, let's get right into it. So the first thing I hate about this car is the fake carbon fiber on the interior. So they do some over here on this side and some, you can't see it, but under, you know, or above the glove box, I guess you could say. And it's just not a great look. They do some in the middle here. On the newer STIs, like 18 and above, a couple of my friends have them, and they've got just the gloss black. I think it's a much better look than the fake carbon fiber. I mean, I love carbon fiber, but this just isn't, not really my style. I don't think it looks as good. I think the gloss looks better. I'm hoping to actually replace this centerpiece one day with a gloss version of it. Again, I think it just looks a lot cleaner than the carbon fiber. Second thing I hate about this car are these seats. So Subarus have always been kind of known for their seats. My old WRX was an 05. The seats were great. The bolstering held you in well. It was the one piece too, so like there wasn't the separate headrest. I like that. It has that racing seat kind of style to it. I think it looks really good. And I miss that about this car. They took it out in 15. They replaced it with these seats. The back seats are great. They're extremely comfortable. There's plenty of room back there. Those are fantastic, but I just think the fronts could have a little more bolstering to them. My FRS had really good bolstering to it. So I'm just kind of surprised that it they didn't do more with that. The Recaro seats that came out in like the 18 and above on their packages, they say that they have more bolstering. I've sat in them. I don't think they do. I think they actually have less. But again, that's my personal opinion. Just sitting in for a couple minutes at a car show and a couple dealerships. You know, at the end of the day, very comfortable seats. You know, they're nice for like longer drives, but you know, when I go to the track and stuff like that, like I'm all over the place. It just doesn't hold me in very well. So I kind of wish they had focused a little more on those seats. Third thing I hate about this STI is the grille. Subarus have always had a little bit of a smaller grille. The 18s and above have that more narrow grille style to them. I think those look a lot better. I don't know if I'll ever swap out for the 18 plus front bumper. I've thought about it, but sometimes I'm just like, you know, maybe I'll just fix the grille and put the JDM one in and clean it up a little bit. So it's gonna be, it's a toss-up. It's not one of the first things on my mind, but it has been something I've considered modifying in the future. Fourth thing about this car, which I knew it going into it, the gas mileage is complete garbage. It is horrible. You are filling up constantly. One, because you always want to be getting into always get into boost. Two, even when you baby it, it still only gets like 18 miles to the gallon. And if you're lucky, the most I've gotten, I took it up to Canada, I got, I think, 22 highway, because the whole thing was highway, so I was cruising in intelligent mode, cruise control on at 65 the entire way. I wasn't going a mile over it. I was just at 65, and I got like 22.3, the computer said. So they're not great. It's really not great on gas. But you know that going into it, you know, Subarus have never been known for their gas mileage, and it wasn't a determining factor when I bought it. Had it been, I probably would have picked something else. But yeah, it's just the gas mileage is just trash on it. It's not good at all. The fifth thing I hate about this car, and this was a little bit of a stretch because I do love this car and it was tough to think of things, but the biggest thing I don't like about it is that it's not a hatchback. They didn't make 15s and above in hatchbacks, which is weird because I've read plenty of articles that say that that 50% of all WRX and STI sales were hatchbacks when they were making them between 2000, well, technically 2011, 2014. They made the STI only in a hatchback for a couple of years, and they were doing the narrow body WRXs, so I don't even really count those. But during the time that they were the same body style, just different engines and transmissions, they were selling 50% of them in hatchbacks. And if this had been sold in a hatchback, I would have definitely bought it. I was hoping they'd come out with one. There was some speculation they might, but of course they never did. I mean, the sedan is great. It keeps out the drone from the exhaust, you know, because you get the trunk there, the seats up. But I could have put up with that for the hatchback. And everybody will say, oh, yo, Scooch, why don't you just buy an older one? Well, because people don't always treat their cars very well. And I knew that the next purchase I made, if it was going to be a performance vehicle, it had to be brand new. I wanted something that I knew only I had worked on, only I had touched. I knew the entire history from the day it got to the dealership to the day it got to my hands. So that's part of the reason I saved up and I just went with a brand new one. I also plan on keeping this car until I die. So I really have no aspirations to get rid of it anytime in the near future. It's my first dream car, and it got I checked that box off, so I don't foresee it going anywhere. So yeah, I mean, again, had they made a hatchback, it would have been great, but had they not, or since they didn't, I'm still totally satisfied with it. It's a phenomenal car, but I really wish they had made one because I love how they look. I've seen some renderings of what people think they would have looked like. I think they look pretty good, and I wish they had made one. But, you know, if they ever do, if they take the new FA motor that they're putting in them and they put one in a hatchback, and I want to retire this as a daily, I probably will pick one up because I love Subarus, and this would just be like a designated track and weekend car. So that's definitely something I'll be looking into. But that pretty much wraps it up for today. Be sure to check in, like, comment, subscribe down below, like I said. And I got my buddy's Mustang coming up, the 1,000 horsepower GT500, my friend Nick's Gladiator. So all that stuff is coming up. It's all going to be on the channel. And hit that bell notification because I upload every single Sunday, 5 o'clock Eastern time. And, you know, yeah, if you like the stuff, let me know. Let me know if you don't like it, you know, so I can try to improve and what I might be able to change about the channel. But I do have a lot of aspirations for the channel. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, so I want the channel to grow. I want people to experience the things that I get to experience because I'm around cars all the time. I'm working on them all the time, and I think I got some pretty cool stuff to show off. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next week. See ya.